Hey, what's up? This your boy Elijah. Welcome back to another edition of Humble Dad. And this is my perspective. And if I'm giving you my perspective, more than likely I feel like I'm right, you know. And so I wanted to talk to you, obviously, as you can see by the title, you know, am I glad my daughter failed? Well, let's talk about, me as a youngster. Um, when I was about, mm, I want to say 11, 12. Let's see. Let's say eighth grade. So that's probably like 13. I remember very vividly uh, the day that the teachers went on strike, and this was in Texas, okay, and specifically in Dallas, Texas. And in all my classes, I was given a 70 at least. If I hadn't done anything, I was at least given a 70. Okay. And so in my mind, I felt like because I was given a grade, then I would be able to do the exact same thing in the following 6 weeks. And so what ends up happening is that it's exactly what I did. I did nothing, but I expected, uh, the result to be the same, which was to pass the class. Well, the teachers came back and their policies also came back, right? So the teachers that were very strict in providing substance a substantial education required for you to do your work. Okay, and so um, I remember my science teacher. Can't remember her name, but she she did not she didn't take you know kind to you not doing your work. Okay, and so I'm thinking once again juvenile, so to speak. I don't have to do nothing because last time I didn't do anything. I got at least a 70 and I passed. Right. Well, this teacher, she said you don't do work. She didn't say it, but you know, I failed the class and I failed the 6 weeks. And my mom came up to the school because she seen my report card, um, and and she got to talk to the teacher, right? And the teacher say, "Well, he didn't do his work," and my mom was like, "What do you mean?" Not mad at her, but upset at me. How you didn't do your work? I didn't really have no excuse other than to say, I don't even remember what I said. I just know that I failed because I didn't do the work. Well, you fast forward and and it's in the same semester of my eighth grade year, and I'm a basketball player at this time. I'm pretty decent. I'm actually pretty good. Just to let you know, that summer before, just to let you know how good I was at the rec league. I think it was 12 and under. I had won league MVP. Okay, and we won the championship. All right, and so, but anyways, so basketball season is upon us. I'm playing basketball. I think it was like the last part of the semester of the third 6 weeks. Got that report card, and it was from Spanish. 69.4. Yes, 69.4 was my grade. That was eighth grade. I remember that forever. And I didn't get to play uh, basketball eighth grade semester. I mean, the second semester of my eighth grade, and that was detrimental to me as well as my teammates, right? Because I was a starting point guard at that time, and I let them down. I let myself down. I let my mom down. And also being an older sibling, I don't know if they were paying attention or not at that time. There's also would have been setting a bad example for my siblings. And so that's just one situation where I have not put in the work and I failed. There have also been times as an adult where I did not put in the work, but I was expecting different outcomes. which doesn't really make any sense. And so that leads me to the story of my daughter. Well, she's on the softball team, and she's been on the softball team now. This is her 4th season. First season was not that good, because she was learning. Second season, you could see a tremendous jump. And then third season, it just seems like she was basically the same player that she was in season number 2. And I had practiced with her. I had also given her and my other kids speed drills to make them faster. I bought them gear, a baseball net, softball net, whatever you want to call it, with also the tee so they can hit off the tee. I also bought them, more softballs and more baseballs so they could hit. They got their bat as well. I gave them all the things that they needed. I even had the practice ball that I could pull it and then it'll go at a particular speed so they could practice on that and get better at that. But this was me bringing them out to practice. And so, which is good, but I wanted them to want it for themselves, because to me, sports is a good thing, but it's not everything. There are very few people that make it professionally, right? And so, but when my daughter told me, I don't know, a year or two ago, she said, Dad, this is what I want to do to get a scholarship to go to college. And I said, okay, but you're going to have to work hard at this, though. And if you don't work hard, then it's not going to happen. And so there was a year that she tried out, and she didn't make it. I'm not talking about this year, but maybe a year ago, I want to say. And what's interesting about that was that before she went to try out, she said that she did not want to go. She didn't want to go. I said, why you don't want to go? She said, I just don't feel like trying out. I said, you don't feel like trying out? I don't understand. You're going to try out. Okay. So we go to tryouts, and she's half doing things, no effort or whatever. And get the call. She doesn't make the team. She's crying like crazy. And I said, why are you crying? She said, because I wanted to make the team. I said, you said you didn't want to make the team. She said, I didn't know how bad I wanted it. I said, but you didn't even practice, right? So fast forward, season goes along. Now she's a good batter. Okay. She has some issues in the out. She can throw she plays center field. She can throw from center field to third base or to second. Definitely to third base for sure. I mean, to second base, but definitely to third base. So she has a good arm, but she's not in a hurry. Okay. She's not in a hurry. She doesn't, and a coach can see when a player is not in a hurry to get something done. It makes more sense to fail early than to take your time and fail late. All right. So anyway, so I have been talking to her about this. Me and her mom have been talking to her about this. So we come to this season. This season, she's batting in the lineup at second. Then she falls down in the lineup to about 6th or 7th. Not sure why, but she did. And I just told her, I said, it's not like you've been practicing. Okay. Then she moves up to eventually being the lead off hitter, which was a good spot for her, because it was she said she didn't want to be lead off because she was nervous that she would mess up everything. And but she was lead off, and it helped the team, actually, I believe, the last couple of games of the season. So then we get to the end of the season, and so now it's time to go try out. She tries out the first day. It wasn't a lot of people there. And I guess in her mind, she thought that her effort was a great effort, because I asked, well, she did think that, because I asked her, I said, do you think that was a really good effort? How would you grade yourself? She said, I think I did good. I said, no, you did not do good at all. Like, the self-evaluation is not good. Okay. There was no effort. You missed tons of softballs. Okay. You did not hit well. Okay. So I don't understand, where is it that you're talking about? All right. And so 2 weeks later, it was going to be her another tryout with the same team, but it was, I guess, the other players weren't able to make it. That's neither here nor there. The coaches, it's their decision, it's their team. So I don't really try to complain about what people do with their teams. I can have an opinion, but I don't. I mean, they can do what they want. It's their team, right? And so Some new girls came out the second time, and man, these girls, the girls that were, I remember for sure 4 of them that were outstanding. Okay, there were 19 girls out there. There was only 12 spots, maybe 11, 12 spots. Okay. And I told G, I said, before you go out here, what's your mindset? She said, it's to make the team, it's to be aggressive. I said, okay. We get out, she gets out there. She thinks she's been aggressive, and she's not from perspective of a parent or a coach. And so she gets in the car. And I said, how you think you did? She said, I think I did good. I said, you think you can make the team? She said, yeah, I think I made the team. I said, name these people that you think made the team. And she felt like she was one of those. She had named 8, and then she thought she was would be in the last 4. And I said to her, you should not make the team. I would be very surprised if your coach put you on the team, because the effort that you gave, it sucked. That's what I told her. Like, it was not good at all. So I have no idea what it is that you're thinking. I have no idea what you're thinking that's going to be good for you. Right. And so there's no way, if I was running the team, that you would be on the team. One, because of effort. Main thing, because of effort. I can't even see if you're good enough to play. Mind you, the coach gave her some really bad pitches to hit, really bad, and he gave some girls like really, really good pitches, but he gave G. I'm not gonna say he sabotaged, but like, it was bad. The pitches so bad that even parents was like, "Come on, coach, give her some pitches." Right. However, there were other places that she could have did well in. Okay, which was catching and throwing the ball, being precise, being fast about it. And I'm telling her these things. And I said, also notice that you did not practice for 2 weeks. Not one time did you go in the backyard and swing. Not one time did you say, Dad, let's go. I said, it doesn't make sense for you to think that if you don't practice, that you're going to be able to be on a team, an all-star team. I've been on all-star teams before. Okay. I know what it looks like to give hard work, and I know what it looks like to make a team. And what you're doing is not it. Okay. So I asked her, I said, so do you want this? Because, like, I'm not going to pay money and you just be out here just to be doing something, right? Because I could put that money somewhere else and you could do something totally different. She said, well, I want to play softball. I said, well, things got to be different. And so for me, I'm glad that she failed. She failed again, right? And hopefully this is instilling in her that things are not just going to come to you just because you step out. Now, her brother, Josh, he is just gifted athletically, and I can explain it a little bit. It's genetics, possibly. More than likely it is, right? However, when he go to practice, he not playing. Okay. When Ethan go to practice, he's 7. He play a little bit, but when it's time to, like, game situation, he focused. Joshua, focused. And so when they took my words about how you practice is how you're going to play. And so they got better during the season. Gianna did not. And so I'm glad that she failed. Why? Because if she would have made the team, she would have thought that her effort was acceptable, which is not. So for all the parents out there that are allowing their kids to do stuff and still give them stuff, you're setting them up for failure. Matter of fact, one of the things I'm gonna probably have to change is, for me, is allowance. Like, you're gonna have, if you do not execute what's going on with your chores, I'm taking salaries. I'm deducting pay, because I want them to know what it is, who earn things because they live. My kids, I'm not substantially rich or anything like that. However, my kids are very privileged, and I want them to see that even though they're privileged, there still is work to be done. And so for me, I'm going to continue to teach them that perseverance is key. Don't quit. I'm glad also that she didn't say, no, I didn't make it, so I don't want to play no more. She said, yeah, I do want to play. And then the next day, she didn't go practice, but she didn't complain about when I asked her to go practice. She did some sit-ups, she did some push-ups. So I congratulate her on that. And so once again, to the parents out there, you have to be intentional about how you want your kids to be when they're adults. And so that's all I got. And until next time, we out here chilling. Deuces. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment over there on YouTube, because eventually Facebook is going to be shut down for me, and I'm going to just be on YouTube, and then my Humble Dad page on Facebook. So you want to join or subscribe to one of those channels. And then also you can go to, the Humble Dad page and see what type of merchandise we got going. But it's a great day. All of those that are being good parents. I hope and pray that you think with the end in mind and then work backwards as you parent. Until next time, we out here. Deuces.